Good morning everyone. Let us recap quickly. Yesterday we had discussed about the functions of stomach. Stomach secretes gastric juices into the food that helps in moistening of the food. It starts with the process of digestion of proteins with the help of the enzyme pepsinogen, and it also secretes HCl, a corrosive acid, which helps in activation of pepsinogen into pepsin. Now, the next part of our digestive system is small intestine. The food that has been properly chewed, churned, and is acted upon by gastric juices is now known as chyme, which is ready to be pushed into the small intestine through the opening called as pyloric spinster. Just like the cardiac spinster or esophageal spinster, this also is a unidirectional valve which helps in movement of food from the stomach to the small intestine, but the food will not be able to move back from small intestine to stomach. The chyme is now passed to the small intestine. 90% of digestion and absorption of food takes place in the small intestine. Small intestine is also connected to the two most important glands, which are also known as accessory glands, as they are associated to the alimentary canal externally. They are liver and pancreas. The secretions from liver and pancreas are very important for the digestion of food in the small intestine. Along with that, intestinal juices are also secreted into the food so that the digestion of food is facilitated. Mucus is an important part of all the secretions throughout the alimentary canal that maintain proper movement of food into the alimentary canal. The small intestine is divided into three parts: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. The very first part of small intestine is duodenum, and this is the most important part according to me. Why? Because it receives all the digestive enzymes that are to be secreted through accessory glands like liver and pancreas. The duodenum receives bile juices from liver that help in emulsification of fats. Now you must be wondering, what is this emulsification of fats? It is actually breaking down of larger globules or droplets of fats into smaller ones. You must have observed, if you pour oil in water, the water remains immiscible in oil, or vice versa, it can be said that oil is immiscible in water. Oil remains as a large droplet over the surface of water since it is lighter than water. The same thing when we apply to our digestive system. When we eat fatty food, the food that is rich in oils and fats, the fat does not get mixed with water, since fats are immiscible with water, and they remain as large droplets into. Further, the duodenum receives pancreatic secretions. Pancreatic secretions are the largest suppliers of the digestive enzymes. Most of the digestive enzymes are secreted by pancreas. Actually, pancreas also is called as a dual gland. Why? Because partially it is exocrine and partially it is endocrine. When it functions as an endocrine gland, it secretes insulin and maintains blood sugar level. And when it is exocrine, it secretes a variety of digestive enzymes into the duodenum and helps in digestion of food. Digestive enzymes that are secreted by pancreas can be classified into various categories. Like if you see peptidases, they help in digestion of proteins. It's not a single enzyme that is peptidases. It is a class of enzymes that help in digestion of variety of proteins. When proteins are digested, the final outcome of digestion of proteins is amino acids. Same ways, if you see fats, when are digested by lipases, yes, lipases are the class of enzymes that help in digestion of variety of fats. Then when fats are digested, the outcome is fatty acids. Same ways, when carbohydrates are digested by amylases and carbohydrases, the outcome is glucose. So finally, after digestion, what our aim is to obtain amino acids, fatty acids, and glucose. These are the molecules that can be readily absorbed by the walls of small intestine. Now, once the digestive juices and the bile juices are added into the food, they are mixed well, the food is pushed further into the jejunum of the small intestine. Jejunum is the portion where maximum absorption takes place, and further, whatever is left over is pushed into the ileum. Ileum is the last part of small intestine that will continue into the large intestine, and here the whatever is left over from the process of digestion and absorption will be passed on to the large intestine. In this given diagram, are you able to see a finger-like projection which is also labeled as vermiform process? This is what you call it commonly as appendix, which is not functional now and is a vestigial organ in our digestive system, but was actively participating in the process of digestion when we were purely herbivorous animals and were dependent on raw food. Large intestine is having three parts: ascending colon, transverse colon, and descending colon. These all together help in absorption of water from the leftover waste materials, and as you can see in the slide there, it also helps in producing vitamin K and vitamin B using some symbiotic bacteria that reside in our large intestine. Finally, whatever is left in the last part of the large intestine, that is the descending colon, this food remains undigested and will be stored temporarily in a muscular organ called as rectum and will be passed out by the anus as excreta, or what you call it as fecal matter. This process of removal of undigested food is called as egestion, and the process of digestion here is accomplished. Let us recap quickly. Ingestion by mouth, digestion with the help of various organs of our alimentary canal, including buccal cavity, stomach, small intestine, and large intestine. Small intestine and large intestine also play a vital role in absorption and assimilation of nutrients. Then rectum helps in storage and egestion of the undigested waste material from our digestive system. Thank you and have a great day.